He didn't quit. Please let me get over his first jump. Come on, yes, challenge done. But he didn't quit. It's just recently, just like Destiny did, Epic Games went free to play recently, and a whole bunch of cheaters made accounts. So what do you think happened? There's a surge of cheaters playing the game now. So now, survivors in this game can, someone has a map. Survivors in this game that are cheating can hold the match. So they'll literally just not die, and then you get stuck in the match. So it keeps happening to him, and then there's a new cheat that lets you stream snipe with 100% accuracy. There's another cheat that lets you dead hard the millisecond, like it detects the second the killer swings and it activates your dead hard ability so you don't get hit. And he just kept getting put where people were just, he just kept getting put in lobbies where he was getting cheaters. So he stopped playing. On top of the changes, fuck. Claudette, no! Claudette! No. Oh fuck. Because of that, I can no longer get the save. I did my challenge, I don't care. And the thing that Oz is doing is he's tired because DBD's not doing anything about it. And it gets even worse, can do so. DBD has a problem where it leaks your IP to people. So people can find your IP, which means if you're a streamer, you're forced to use a VPN. You can't stream this game consistently and not use a VPN. So the IP is getting leaked. DBD, they said they fixed it, they didn't fix it. People, it's like sweaty game characters aren't working. Nurses, the difference between nurse, yeah, bro, there really is. And then they keep making dumb changes that nobody asked for. Like recently, I'll get into that later, so I don't ramble. But what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. Anywho, DBD. Oh yeah, nurse. So nurse is like the best killer in the game. Best killer in the game. And since they added skill-based matchmaking to a casual mode, like people don't realize that skill-based matchmaking in casual game modes never work. And people always get screwed over. So skill-based matchmaking came, and now since everybody is trying not to lose, nobody wants to lose, of course. So they're playing the best killers, and only the best killers. You don't see anything else. You literally only see Nurse Blight, Nurse Blight, Nurse Blight. See? Blight, right here. You rarely see different killers. So since Oz is pretty good at the game, he's seeing literally Nurse, Blight, Nurse, Blight, Nurse, Blight, Nurse. You got that, and then what else? Yeah, like I said, Nurse is one of the best killers in the games. Everyone's using best killer in the game, best add-ons. Me, I rarely play with add-ons unless I'm playing Huntress or Artist. Most of the time, I'm not playing with add-ons. And then you got survivors that also don't want to lose. So you got toolboxes, med kits, people using toolboxes to get through the gens hella fast. And then because everyone's getting through the gens hella fast, you don't know if survivors are cheating because they get through gens faster and complete it all the time. You got those subtle cheaters. Because DBD has you know how like Destiny has very obvious cheaters? DBD has an extreme pandemic of subtle cheaters. People that make them DBD. Destiny has a big thing with like really obvious cheaters. DBD has a lot of subtle cheaters, which means they speed themselves up by like 1% or 2% that the human eye is really not gonna notice. About 1% or 2%, we can make them like have every perk in the game, or heal themselves when they're not healed, get themselves to full health when they're not supposed to get themselves to full health, or healing them, like they'll do all this stuff when they can't heal them. No. They're not doing that. They're using the whole that's the whole cheat, anti-cheat thing. We can't tell you what we're doing because it'll give the cheaters the upper hand, and nothing has changed. Nothing has changed since then. So, yeah. And then the most recent change, they told everybody that they were changing the Mori system. Moris are like when the killer actually like kills them instead of puts them on a hook. For you to Mori somebody, I finish this. I better finish this. Thank you. For you to Mori somebody, I'll go show you real quick. Cause you know you don't play, so I know I'm a visual learner, so I like to show people stuff just in case they're a visual learner as well. So give me 1 second. You have to burn. Hold on. Go there. Killer. That's survivor. Killer. Boop. Load out. Okay, so you gotta burn these things. They're called Moris. And for you to kill them, you gotta for this pink one, this rare one, this one I'll let you Mori everybody as long as they've been hooked twice. With the upcoming change, they made it so if everybody's out of the game, so like if they've escaped, they're dead, they're in the middle of dying, they're on hook or they're on the ground. If you kill the last survivor, the game ends and everybody's Mori. Which is good. This is a good change. Great change because you don't gotta worry about hooking. You down everybody. You ain't gotta worry about hooking anybody at the end of the game because the game's over. You don't gotta worry around freaking prancing around the map trying to find somebody. So that's cool. But with that change, they said, let's make it so everybody, no matter what, can get up off the ground. Let's make it so all survivors can get up off the ground after 45 seconds. Just make sure they get up the ground. They get up on the ground no matter what. Dumb. In my opinion, it's okay. In certain circumstances, it's okay. But when it's not okay is when this little perk from Bill from Left 4 Dead comes in called Unbreakable. Unbreakable. It says 35 right now. They're changing it to 100% recovery speed, which means you'll be able to get yourself up. That Unbreakable makes so you can pick yourself up one time, and you recover at 35% extra speed. In the next update, it's gonna recover at 100% speed, and since there's no you're able to get yourself off the ground automatically without a perk. You'll be able to get yourself off the ground infinitely every 22 seconds. 22 seconds. And perks like killers like Oni. The reason the term is called slugging if you leave a survivor on the ground because they leave a blood trail. Killers like Oni, this big dude, this big papa, this absolute unit of a dude. Hold on, let me find him. This dude, his ability gets canceled when you his power to kill people gets canceled when you pick somebody up. So you're incentivized to leave people on the ground so you can use your power. You're screwed. They literally just destroyed this man. Because if you go leave somebody on the ground because you don't want to waste your power, and that person's you have a perk that shows somebody when you down them, it's called Infectious Fright. When you down somebody, they're gonna scream. They're gonna scream, and they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be running across the map because not that many people are gonna group up against Oni because no, it's not smart to group up against him. That happens, that dude is gone. Me being me, person who plays Oni, I'm not gonna pick this dude up and lose my power, especially if I don't know that anybody's over there. So I'm gonna go chase after him. By the time I down that second person, he's gonna get up by himself. The good thing about Oni is they would pick the survivor. Say you're playing Oni, right? Boom, you get your power. Bam, bam, slap down one dude. Then you realize, oh, there's another dude over here. I'm gonna go down this dude. Hook this dude. Now, oh, maybe there's a third person that I found. I'm gonna chase him. Maybe you down him. Maybe you don't. So you go pick up the second dude. You don't. Let's just say in this scenario you don't down the third dude. You go pick up the second dude, hook him. By that time, the fourth person is off. Fourth or third person. One of them are going to go pick up the first guy because they can't get up unless they have Unbreakable. And if they use Unbreakable, they can't use it again. They can't pick themselves up. Someone has to go pick them up. So that means there's one person on the gen. Now, if you were Oni and you go do this second, and you go chase the second person, if that chase is longer than 10 seconds, because you got to count in time of you downing them, because most people are going to go down and start recovering immediately, you count that time. If that chase doesn't last 10 seconds for you to get there, down the person, and get back, they're dead. They're getting up. They are getting up. And I'm like, why? Why? You guys, these people don't think this stuff through. This Oni is screwed. And I'm mad about it. Killers that like get snowballed, then yes, that's fine. But Oni's screwed. I don't like to be like, they need to make that they need to make, if they're gonna make that passive regen, they need to nerf Unbreakable from 100% nerf that down. And then make it so for you to get yourself up, it'll take maybe a minute and some change to recover. Maybe like a minute 15. A minute 15 maybe a little, because you only stay on the ground for 45 minutes. 45 seconds. 4 minutes, I'm sorry. You only stay on the ground for 4 minutes until you bleed out. Jazz said make it so if you get to the halfway mark of bleeding out, you automatically get up. I don't know. I think that might be too long. So I'm like, maybe a minute, maybe 15 extra seconds, and that'll be a good balance. But yeah, DBD is deep. It's a good game. Good game. Great concept. Not the best in play style. The devs don't really care that much. No, then the whole stigma, the stigma of people. You know that whole stigma of game devs don't play their game. Destiny, DBD gives the most evidence I have ever seen from a game about devs who don't play their game. There's for example, it's stupid. Decisive Strike, they nerfed Decisive Strike, so it's literally useless now. Decisive Strike was like the only perk to combat tunneling. So if you got off the hook and a killer just continued to chase you, that'd be the only perk you could use to combat it. Don't combat it no more. It do, but not enough. Like I said, the two best killers in the game have insane catch-up speed. It used to be like a 6-second stun for Decisive Strike. I think it used to be a 6 or 7 second stun. Now it's 3. So you can get stunned, and if you run in a straight line, they're gonna catch up to you within those 3 seconds. Like within 5 seconds, they're catching up to you. If you're a nurse, DS is already almost useless against nurse. It's literally not worth it. It's not worth it. So that's why that's why beforehand people were scared. They didn't want to get tunneled, so they would run this perk. Now that killers know that no one runs Decisive Strike because it's useless, no one cares because it's so rare to see people using this perk. So they just pick up automatically off hook because no one uses it. Because they nerfed it into the ground, so people know that this perk is useless. I'm gonna bring something else. So killers know that 9 times out of 10, no one's using this perk anymore, so I can tunnel freely. So it's stupid. They just have so much stuff. They show so much stuff and change so many things that just shows that they don't play their game. And they just show it, and it annoys me to no end. To no end, it annoys me. They nerfed Ruin. They killed Ruin. Ruin used to be a 200%. I know you don't. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. Hex Ruin is a perk, but to balance this perk, it's a perk that's inside the game. And if they break it, it's called like totems. They look like bones. If you break it, the perk is gone on the killer side. It used to be a 200% regression speed. So if you left the gen for a little bit, it would regress a good amount, pretty fast. If you leave off the gen, now with Ruin, it got demoted to 100%. With Ruin now, if you push somebody off the gen for 20 seconds, it takes 5 seconds for that survivor to get back all the progress they lost. And granted, it gets even better. If you kill somebody while Hex Ruin is activated, the perk deactivates. So you brought in the perk. Say you're having a great game and you kill someone off early, you now have no gen regression, so survivors can have a chance. It's stupid. It's really dumb. I don't like it. But they did it, and they're not going to change it, so there's nothing I can do. They just show a lot of stuff and do a lot of things that just makes me feel like they don't play their game. That's what it feels like. Well, like I said, I can't really do nothing about that. That's on them. If they don't want to change it, they don't want to change it. Nothing I can do. That's why people are leaving. That's people don't want to play no more. Friggin' Oz is leaving because he's getting tired of getting cheaters in his lobby and losing because of it and getting DC penalties because of it. Nobody wants to play that. And, yeah, people don't want to do it.